Hello and welcome to all you Aquarians out there. This is your monthly horoscope for Aquarius for the month of June of 2021. And for those of you who have an Aquarius rising sign, which is an ascendant, for the sun in Aquarius, and to a lesser extent the moon. So it's general, of course. It's not tailor-made, so take what feels right for you and what your gut feeling is saying there. So let's have a look. It's quite an eventful month in general for everyone. So you could say for the collective. Let's put it that way. In particular for Aquarians, is it the most important month of the year? Not at all. It's actually it's a month where not the crucial things are happening, but that can be a good thing as well. You know, it doesn't always have to be life changing, has it? Now, what's going on there? The energy that is going on, though, is quite fun. If you do it the right way, if you take into account the pitfalls that might be happening there. And the energy is, of course, concentrated around the solar eclipse. So on the 10th of June, you're going to feel it the whole month, even before and after that, even in May, whilst you are maybe watching this video. This solar eclipse is in a fellow air sign. So you are an air sign, Aquarius. Gemini is also an air sign. So actually that eclipse is doing good, giving you good vibes, in other words. So what is happening? The sun at 19 degrees is going to conjoin with the moon at 19 degrees and with the North Node. And that means a new moon. But with the North Node, it emphasizes the newness, the possibilities, the new seeds that you're planting. It's brand new energy. It's fresh energy, and it's energy of, you know, a bit of fated, in your case, new things that consider the heart, because it's in your fifth house, the heart chakra. Fifth house is romance, it's children, it's your hobbies, it's the things that you love to do. It's also your business that you want to, it's when you want to or thinking about launching a business. That's also your fifth house. It's your projects, and it's something creative. Anything that you create is the fifth house. So, and this energy that this eclipse belongs to the Saros cycle 5 North, and it's about being visionary. So having the vision there, this is all good and well. But there's one however, because the however is that it squares up to Neptune in your second house of your worth. So your what you think about yourself, how you value yourself, and also your money to a lesser extent. You know, on a mundane level, it's your money, it's your assets, it's your resources. So these two clash, and that means that the pitfall here is for all these topics that I just named: romance, maybe a new romance, maybe new love, maybe your attitude around love, children, new project. You have to be a bit cautious here. Why? Because you don't have all the information, period. And we hate it, right? Definitely when we are a person that likes to keep the control. If you are that sort of Aquarian, then it can be a bit of a rough time for you, because you want to have clarity about those subjects, but you're not going to, because you're not supposed to. Actually, it's the process when we have unclarity, that is a process that we need to go through. We can't just skip that process and fall into the clarity. No, we have to go through that process, and then we meet the clarity. And the clarity will come, for sure. Definitely after the 8th of July, because then Mercury is out of its shadow period, and Mercury is not squaring up to Neptune anymore, because that really causes, you know, the unclarity. And the information, is it clear? Is it true? Is it not true? All that fogginess is over then. So if you really, really want to be sure, and you have that control, of course, of important things that are related to children, important decisions to children, to romance, to your own projects, your hobbies, take them after those decisions, after the 8th of July. If you can't, take them at least after the 23rd of June, because then Mercury goes direct, and that is already better. But still, some people will have to take decisions, important decisions, considering those subjects even before that, you know, on the 5th of June or the 6th of June or whatever. Don't panic then, but just know that there will be some reconsideration. There will be reassessments. There will be things that you will need to adjust. There will be things that were first false and now seem to be not true or true, and so on and so on. It's not the end of the world, but it's a bit annoying. Anyway, so when it comes to matters of the heart, follow your integrity. So be very clear in what you want, what you don't want. Be very open, be very genuine. Can't stress that enough with Mercury there. The trickster in the sign of Gemini, which is a huge, smart girl there, or gal, boy or girl, and squaring up to Neptune. So that is a bit of someone who can be really, really some sort of a trickster there, but it could be you as well. Of course, you can't control others, so don't even think about it. Other people have to do what they have to do, but you can control you. So be as clear as you can, be as authentic, and as in, you know, following your integrity. Don't try to lead others. Let's put it that way. Consciously, maybe unconsciously. Okay, get more conscious then. But when you're doing this consciously, it's gonna backfire. You know, with that Mercury in the sign of Gemini, the sign of the word, the communication. So be aware of that. And if you're doing that, you can't go wrong. You can only just manage you, right? And that's your task. Also, watch out for money going too much towards children, or children being too, you know, when you have a teenager and they're just doing tricky stuff with their money, you know. Be very, you know, clear to how you see things with your children. And again, you can't control what they are doing, but you can at least be trying to be as clear as you can. Around values as well. People can undermine you with this Mercury Neptune. And who, like, again, children, people that you just met, you know, romance, but also, you know, in your lover, for instance, can really undermine a little bit your self-worth there. But know that that is a thing. You know, it doesn't help by pointing the finger. Just work on you, being clear around yourself, following your own boundaries and all that good stuff thing there, okay? Because you cannot force another person. Another thing that is going on is for the whole month, Venus in your 6th house in Cancer. That is good for everyone who wants a bit more enjoying your work. If you do work, enjoying your day-to-day life, your day-to-day routines. So for those of you who've been going to the gym like 3 times in a week, for instance, and working on their health, and they haven't been able to do that because of the COVID that is going on. So that could be a good sign that Venus in the 6th house, you're enjoying this again. You can be able to work on your body again, and that gives you a good feeling. It's just an example, but this is also work, you know. You could be enjoying your work more. Definitely for applying for a new job, use your charm, because you've got Venus in the 6th house. You get along better with colleagues and with that atmosphere of work. You definitely have some pretty good energy there going on for sure. And last but not least, you know, Mars, as from the 12th of the month and onwards, is gonna enter your 7th house. So again, relationships. And Mars in the 7th house means more liveliness in relationships. When you are single, Mars in the 7th house, I know a lot of astrologers say like, oh, this is like you're gonna attract people who are a bit more Mars-like, right? You're gonna have more arguments or whatnot, but don't forget, Mars is also sexuality. You know, when Mars transits the 7th house, it can make you a bit more lustful and wanting to interact with people on that level, and certainly in Leo. So some really energetic people coming your way, and who are very Mars-like. It doesn't matter, women or a man, but who exude that energy of strength, of confidence, of go-getters, activities. So it can make you a bit more active with other people, which is a good thing. When you are in conflict with people, the seventh house is the house of open enemies. I would recommend you to listen to what they are saying, because they're pretty strong now during this period with in your it means that it doesn't mean to say that they're right or wrong, they're just strong. And keep that in mind. Of course, that doesn't mean to say you have to let yourself, let people walk all over you. No, but consider them at least. Listen to them, consider them, let them do their thing, and then you can say what you're all about, but definitely not go against them, because, you could be losing the battle if you do that. So yes, people could be really in a relationship. If you're having some problems there, they could be really standing up for themselves, right? But just listen to that, where is this coming from? And rather than going for the ego, so to speak, okay? In a healthy way, of course. Having said that, that's what I have for you for this month. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next month. Bye-bye.